Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? I hope you are well. Happy Friday. I've been having some computer stuff happen, so I missed a couple of days this week, but I think I figured out how to uninstall some very, very big files and we'll proceed from there. Yesterday was an exciting day at our house, and it was the day that Hannah drove away off the lot her first car. And we were talking about all the things that can happen in a car and all the things that have happened in my car while she was driving. But one of the things that she has on this car is blind spot trigger things on her mirrors. So if there's someone in her blind spot, it will flash at her so that she knows, don't move, don't move. And I told her it is not to be in place of your neck. Your neck has to move. You've got to know these things are there. And you should know those things are there even without those reminders. It's an excellent thing to have happen, but your neck has to move because blind spots are everything. I said sometimes blind spots are just simply because it's dark outside. Because not last night, but the night before, there was a massive accident at a roundabout near our home. And I said this driver was obviously driving too fast, not aware that it is dark. The pedestrian was probably wearing all their winter clothes, so they were all dark. And sometimes our blind spots come because of the darkness. And sometimes our blind spots come because we're not paying attention. And so I said to her, you have to have both. You have to be very aware of your surroundings, aware of how dark it is, and so that will cause places you can't see, things you cannot see. And so you've got to slow down. In those times you slow down. So that if something happens suddenly, you can put on the brakes and make wise decisions so you don't hurt yourself or others. And if there's a blind spot because you're not paying attention, that's on you. And I mean, there's a blind spot, but if there's something in your blind spot. And so we had this blind spot conversation, and it just reminded me of how we all have blind spots. And sometimes our pain, something someone else has done, something we are neglecting, all of those things create blind spots. For instance, in my stress, I proceed to get comfort, not comfort food, but quick food, right? And when you have a gluten intolerance, quick food has gluten in it. There's very little quick food that, I mean, there's boxed gluten-free macaroni and cheese, but ugh. Anyway, there's very little that is fast that has no gluten, unless it's a salad bag. And let's be really, really honest, that's where the comfort food comes in. When you're stressing, salad does not look appetizing. Neither here nor there. But I have a gluten intolerance, and so everything is puffy. My skin is all dry and raw, and everything is not good right now. My digestive system is way out of whack, and it is a blind spot that I allowed to happen because I didn't move my neck and I didn't pay attention to what was happening. And so here I am lecturing my kiddo on how she's going to drive this new car, and yet my blind spots are very real. And I remember the one day Jimmy woke up and he was really frustrated and upset, and I had to pull back and go, is this something I did? Because in my pain or my struggle, am I being awful? Right? And I had to actually stop and say, have I done something? And I had to slow down. It's like the blind spot caused by darkness, right? I might not see the pedestrian in front of me. I might not see that my kid is struggling. I might not see that my kid needs me because the darkness has enveloped me, and I need to slow down so I can see these things. So my challenge to all of us today and for this weekend, because I'll still take the weekend off even though I didn't get every day this week, but my challenge to us all is, can we slow down for the blind spots that are externally caused, for the dangers within the blind spots. That's what I'm trying to say. Those are externally unseen. Can we slow down enough that we can be ready for those divine interruptions that might come? They might be from your family, they might be from an external source, who knows? But can we slow down so that we can recognize someone else's need for safety? And can we be very aware of what's going on in our lives and turning our neck and actually looking side to, you hear that crack? Side to say, is there something that I am missing that I need to do to keep my vehicle safe? You know, like, don't eat gluten, Marilyn. That's my challenge today. And it's hard. It's mindfulness, being aware, being alert. And you can do it. And you've had a driving instructor. And so go back to the basics, and just really slow your roll so you can drive this life safely, because that's really, really important. And I have a kiddo that's going to be actually driving because, oh my goodness, she's got a new car. It's going to be fun to watch all of that proceed. Got bills to pay now, folks. Anyway, love you lots. Keep your feet on the ground and your head in the clouds. Know that I love you. Bye.